Mr. Meda, Santa Clara Valley Water District, also a legal aid society.
Herman Vasquez, co-founder of La Raza Roundtable and executive board member of La Raza Roundtable.
Paul Guerrero, Executive Board Member of the Raza Roundtable.
Richard Santos, Director, Santa Clara Valley Water District.
Danielle Pearson with San Thomas West Neighborhood Association.
We gave out, on behalf of the Bomberos, 5 scholarships for kids to attend the EMT program through the CCOC program, which trains young people to be firefighters. They go to high school for half the day, and then they go to the CCOC program. So we sponsored 5 of them to go to EMT training. And then, as many of you know, our secretary, his daughter was killed in a vehicle accident last year. And we are working with a program called Impact Teen Driver. We just made a movie about the impact of her passing and how distracted driving can affect everybody. So the movie will be done soon. And Impact Teen Driver is a program that's throughout the United States and Canada. And when it's all done, they would like to offer it to us. So any of you that have access to young people, they're junior high and above, we would love to put that in your hands. It's going to be free of charge to you.
Good evening. Thank you very much for the opportunity today, once again, to represent the San Jose Evergreen Community College District. And thank you very much for allowing us the time to share with you some information about the college district. Because the community college district, as we all know, is unique in the world. I think America is the only place that has a system called the community college that really makes sure that all of the members in the community have an opportunity for higher education. Because we all know that when a person has a degree, a higher education degree, their earning is higher than those who only have a high school degree, and that enhances the quality of life for them, their family, and also for the community. So some of the information that I think would be very helpful to share with you here is that based on the California Community College League information it provides us that 52% of the graduates from the California State University started at California Community College. 31% graduates from the University of California started at the California Community College District. 48% transfer students from community college to UC account for 48% of UC's bachelor's degree in STEM. Did you know that 80% of firefighters, law enforcement officers, and EMTs are credentialed at community colleges? 80%. 70% of our nurses in California receive their education from community colleges. 50% plus California veterans receiving GI educational benefits attend a community college. And community college graduates earn $1.6 million average lifetime earning, $400,000 more than for a high school graduate. So that is a significant role that community college has been played in the life of our community and throughout the nation. And we all have a part of that because number one is a community college, and number two is supported by our tax dollars. And on behalf of the community college, we want to thank you very much for your help in making the college a better place through your bond money that you support, through your community breakfast participation. Your active participation have made a difference. And this year we have the highest number of graduates in terms of degree and certificates given to our students, and that's because of our effort. So at July 12 board meeting, the board, after the study for facilities master plan and the educational master plan for up until 2030, have identified needs in order to meet the needs of our students, to prepare for our students to have the jobs, the career, and the future that is brighter by the year 2030. We have to have better facilities, better infrastructures and technology, better system programs and services in order to meet the needs of our community. And in order for us to meet that, the board has decided that the board will seek the support of you, each and every one of us. Many of us are leaders here, to help and support the bond that the district will be asking our voters to vote for and support November 8th. So please pay attention to that, and if you can lend your name as an endorsement person for that, that would be very much appreciated. And I think together we can make a big difference in the future of our students, of our community, and our family. So thank you very much again on behalf of San Jose Community College District.
Norma Camacho is our interim chief executive of the Santa Clara Valley Water District. The Santa Clara Valley Water District manages an integrated water resources system that includes the supply of clean, safe water, flood protection, stewardship, and streams to Santa Clara County's 2 million people. CEO Camacho joined the district in March of 2012 as the chief operating officer of the watershed's operations. CEO Camacho previously worked as the director of Ventura County Watershed Protection District, and prior to that position, she served in the Ventura County Executive Office as Deputy Executive Officer for Finance and Budgets. I'm very honored, along with our directors and our employees, to introduce our interim CEO, Norma Camacho.
And so I just want to start out with telling you what I'm here to do, and is to tell you a little bit about our mission at the Santa Clara Valley Water District. And our mission is water, and providing you water. And a little bit about us, and basically how we serve the community here. And I also want to talk about the drought and how that has affected our community, and basically what you can do as a community member to help in this drought that we're trying to fight through at the moment. I also wanted to touch upon the future of water here and the future that it can provide to this community as well. And so, just in looking at our comprehensive mission, we are a special district and we're governed by a board of 7 directors. And so our directors are elected, so they do represent the needs of the community. And so our mission is to provide Silicon Valley safe, clean water for a healthy life, environment, and economy. And our 3 main goals as the water district is to provide a safe and reliable water supply. We want to make sure that when you turn on that tap, that water is coming through, and it's coming through clean, and it's coming through 24/7. We also provide flood protection, and we serve as the stewards of streams for healthy ecosystems. And so given those 3 mandates that we have, it allows us to really be innovative in the type of projects that we provide to the community. We're just not looking at providing water and service, water supply. We're looking at also enhancing the community and making it a good place to live as well. And so we do serve the entire Santa Clara County, and that's approximately 2 million people. We have 15 cities, 13 retailers, and 4,700 well owners that we provide service to. And again, in Santa Clara County, we have the blessing to live in one of the most diverse counties in the country. And in fact, Santa Clara is among the 11% of counties in the nation that are a minority majority. And so it's something that we should be proud of, and it's something that we as a district who serve the community should be reflective of our community. And so we have a really vast network of infrastructure that we use to provide the water to you. And so, and just to let you know, why is this infrastructure so complex? And although we have a lot of water that comes here through our groundwater supplies, through our reservoirs, 55% of our water actually comes outside of this area. It is imported. 40% comes from the Delta. 15% comes from Hetch Hetchy. And so, and 5% is recycled water that we actually deliver and make here in this county. And so in trying to manage the system and in trying to manage this imported water, we have the dams, we have the drinking water facilities that take a lot of the imported water and treat it so that it comes to your tap for your use. We also have the advanced purified water facility in order to take the water that isn't used, that is recycled, and purify it to the point that it can be used again. And that creates self-sufficiency and reliance in our community. We have a whole system of pumping plants and a variety of streams that we maintain as well, and a lot of pipelines that we use to convey the water. And so, just looking at our complicated infrastructure, and one of the things I want to convey to the community is that even though it appears that your water, you turn on the tap, it comes out, this water travels a long way, and it travels through the Delta and other regions. And so we really have to be, as a community, cognizant of what happens outside of this county as well, because we're all connected by water. We're all connected, Northern and Southern California, by the water that's delivered. And so when we have water shortages, we go into drought. And we have been really over this drought for the last 4 years. We've been trying to combat it. But, you know, our community has really stepped up to the plate. In calendar year 2015, through the efforts of all the communities, we have conserved 27%. And actually, in that 27% conservation, we have been able to protect our groundwater supplies. We have been able to prevent subsidence. And subsidence isn't a good thing. We know what happened in Alviso. I mean, it makes you prone to flooding. It really exposes your community. And so what we do at the Water District is ensure, through imported water, through a variety of water sources, that subsidence doesn't occur in this county. We want to keep this county viable to the extent we can. Now, so far, between January and June of 2016, our community is doing a real outstanding job. We've already achieved a 29% cumulative water conservation goal. And so I want to say, keep up the good work. And I really thank you for the efforts that the community is making in reaching those goals. And so basically the water savings really have to continue. And we do a lot to help encourage public to save, and we have offered a variety of rebates and programs, both in the residential and commercial area. And I know we have some material at the back of the table there on the side that you can pick up and get more information on these programs. And so we've continued these rebate programs for about the last 2 years. And a lot of it has been focused on high-efficiency toilet installation rebates, as well as sub-meter rebates, pre-rinse sprayers, as well as landscape survey and rebate programs. And I know that the landscape program has been continued this year as well. And so I encourage you all, take the information and speak to not only myself, but the many Water District representatives that are here to get information about these programs. And so, as we plan for the future, again, there's no one solution or a silver bullet to really deal with a solution on water. And what we have to do is to really continue to make water conservation a way of life here in Silicon Valley, here in Santa Clara County. And we have to do this through education, do this through really looking at our habits, looking at the things that we can do to minimize water use in our day-to-day life. I know what we're doing in the Water District is we're looking at our infrastructure, the fact that it's aging, the fact that it may be leaking, and we're making those repairs. We're trying to save within our own organization as much as we can. And we're also looking out to secure other imported water supplies as well, because we know this community is growing, and it's going to continue to grow and thrive. And we want to be able to, as this community continues to grow and thrive, to deliver the services that are necessary for that economic growth here. And so one of the things that we have concentrated a lot of efforts on is to expand expediting the expansion of our purified water facility. And our purified water facility is a state-of-the-art facility. And we do offer public tours of the facility as well. And just like Director Santos had mentioned earlier, that we did host a tour with Somos Mayfair for the community to look at the facility, understand the facility, and understand how we use really high state-of-the-art technology in order to really achieve purified water, to obtain purified water out of recycled water. And we do that in order to extend the supply of water that's going to be available for this community in the future. And so again, to organize a tour, just give us a call, and we will certainly do that. And I try to make it to as many La Raza meetings as I possibly can, and so contact me for a tour. And so just continuing on to delivering efficient services. And again, costs are a real concern for us. And I know that, as Director Santos had indicated, that our fiscal year budget for 2017, we're looking at about a $524 million budget of capital projects that we're going to have to put in place in order to provide this community the water that it needs. And what that does translate to over the next 5 years is a $4 billion investment in critical infrastructure that's going to be occurring in this county in order to make our water supply resilient. And so with that, the message to this group and to all community members is that we have a lot of work that needs to be done. And we want that work to be done by the community, to work with us in the community to build the infrastructure, to build the water supplies that's going to be needed to make this community prosper. And so with that, we are going to be holding an open house on August 31st in order to tell businesses what those opportunities are, to come sign up with us, to get your names on mailing lists, to understand the projects that are going to be moving forward as part of this $4 billion critical infrastructure effort, and how you can be a part of that. And I'd like to see a lot of jobs created, but a lot of jobs here in this county to support the community. And so, looking at, again, that's one side of it, the business side of it, but then we also look at the workforce side of it as well. And creating a sustainable workforce to deliver water in the future is something that is really important to us. Just a little side note about the water district, I think our average age is about 50 years old. And so that means, as somebody else had commented earlier, when people are starting to retire at age 55, that means that, you know, a lot of the knowledge on water systems, a lot of knowledge on flood protection is going out the door as our employees retire. And so we have to start to bring in that succession, the next generation of water supply professionals that are going to be taking our place, and they're going to be learning from the knowledge that's built into the district, and that knowledge being passed on to the next generation for the next generation of projects. And anytime we develop this project, this $4 billion critical infrastructure investment, you know, we're building it out for the next 20 years. And right now is a key time for us, the community, for college students, for people wanting jobs to get in on the ground level of the next generation of hot water is going to look like in this county. And so to do that, what we have done internally within the district is to develop internship programs. And I think that Jesus and the HR group have put extensive effort in that. And I think we have over 45 interns right now that are serving this summer and learning. And we have a very structured program for the interns in which they have a mentor within our organization, they have a development plan, and they do a keystone project that is then basically communicated to either our board or to our executive management to show what they have learned and demonstrate their abilities while they're interning with us. And recently we have partnered with Metro Ed to bring high school interns in our organization as well. And we have them mentored with many of the folks out at our vehicle maintenance area, with procurement, etc., and within our office environment as well. And so, again, bringing the new kids, teaching them about the district, teaching them about the importance of water, giving them those opportunities, and then basically we're trying to grow our own using the resources here and the smarts and the community resource to really develop the next generation, water purveyors in this county. We're also reaching out to colleges as well. And we've reached out and partnered with West Valley Community College through the Bay Region Water Consortium. And through that consortium, again, we're having another avenue in which we're bringing in high school, community college students, and basically making connections with water agency, other water agencies, to connect and to allow a multitude of pathways for students to get jobs and to come into the water business and be very, very successful. And so what we also do is, we start at the beginning too, in which we have a unit that's dedicated to K through 12 education. And so we do go to schools and we try to reach out to at least 20,000 students a year and to be part of the institutional curriculum to teach kids about water and the importance of water, where the water comes from, and to plant that seed in their minds that water is important, and it's a job, it's a profession, and it's a way to provide a public service to your community. And so, just to close out, I want to pause just to answer any questions that you may have, but I also want to really underscore the fact that we want to bring in folks, bring in the young people, and really utilize the horsepower, the mental capacity of everybody in Silicon Valley here in our community to really develop the next generation of projects coming through.
I was noticing the 24,000 jobs that you're looking at over the 20 years or so. Where are those going to be? Are those in construction?
For the most part, those particular jobs are having to do with our capital program. And so the construction, the design, all of the on-site and in-plant jobs that it's going to create. But just within our organization too, I know that our board in our last budget cycle approved 25 new positions within the water district itself because of the need to really manage all of these projects that are going to be occurring over the next few years. And so I think that there's external opportunities within the community to take part in this, and then there's going to be internal growth within our water district itself. Well, I just thank you for listening to me, and I would like to connect with all of you at some point in time to talk about how to further our programs here at the water district. Thank you very much.
When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're sending people that have lots of problems. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists. And some, I assume, are good people.
Buses carrying migrants from overcrowded facilities on the Texas border turned around today after encountering protesters.
Blocked buses carrying undocumented immigrants as they made their way to a U.S. Customs and Border Protection facility in Riverside County, California. 3 buses arrived in Murrieta with the first group of an estimated 140 families who were flown in from McAllen after entering the country illegally. Some local residents carried signs and American flags as they blocked the road. The buses finally had to turn around.
From the California shore, clear down to New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, clear down to the Alamo, lives a mighty sleeping giant, millions of Chicanos strong, and the day that he awakens, we will be where we belong, in the mainstream of society. Oh, the changes we can bring, Chicanos of the I sing. Wake up, Chicanos, wake up, let's get involved. Wake up, you sleeping giant, let's get our problem solved. No more mañana syndrome, don't sit around and hope. The only way to change things is to register and vote. We implore our young Chicanos, quit embarrassing us all. No more warfare in the barrios or graffiti on the wall. Get yourself a brand new image. Being macho might be cool, but the dude that's gonna make it is the one that stays in school. We are Mexican Americans or Chicanos, take your choice. Chicanos, let's raise our voice. Wake up, Chicanos, wake up, let's get involved. Wake up, you sleeping giant, let's get our problem solved. No more mañana syndrome, don't sit around and mope. We gotta get the lead out and register and vote. From the California shore, clear down to New Mexico, Arizona and Colorado, clear down to the Alamo. Live descendants of Cuauhtemoc from the great Tenochtitlan. We were here before Columbus, when this land was called Aztlan. We are Mexican Americans. We're mestizos and we're proud. Chicanos, let's sing out loud. Wake up, Chicanos, wake up, let's get involved. Wake up, you sleeping giant, we'll get our problem solved. No more mañana syndrome, don't sit around and hope. The only way to change things is to register and vote. I said the only way to change things is to register and vote. Simon, the only way to change things is to register and vote.
Volando con la brisa va.